Thank goodness you're here.
I'll always be here.
Some of the moms from the school run are following. You want to see what a scene I caused at the school now?
Really?
Yeah. Kids
There's
are
obviously
losing
lots of traffic because you're late.
lots of traffic.
I've been waiting.
Kids are losing their minds.
Oh, let me just put my back out while I get the seatbelt.
Apologize. My bad.
That's how Harry was sitting in here. Let me just fix my seat.
So, in case you didn't
Now I'm
notice,
sitting on the floor.
we are driving the all-new Mustang.
It's hard not to notice
And this
and
is,
hear you coming.
Yeah.
I didn't have to track you. I could just
And
listen.
this is the flagship Dark Horse. So, yeah, we had the entry level one, and this is the one up. So, a little bit more power, some different styling, a wing on the back, but still the same sense of presence,
Yeah.
unmistakable sense of presence. Go.
What are the pros?
The pros about a modern Mustang is that, so when they started building Mustang in the early 60s, they wanted it to be an affordable kind of an entry-level sports car. So they kept it pretty simple: engine in the front, rear-wheel drive, relatively easy to drive and easy to own. And by all accounts, this is the 7th generation car. It's still pretty basic and it's still relatively accessible. This car is 1.5 million. The entry-level one is 1.3 million, and by all accounts,
That's very affordable.
I mean, you can get into a Mustang fairly easily. We're talking about the pros, yeah. So the pros are that. So it looks phenomenal. Nothing looks like a Mustang. It's kind of unapologetically fun. It doesn't hold back. This one is only available in V8, which is great. That's what you're paying for. That exhaust note. They're relatively easy to drive, even though there's a YouTube channel full of people crashing when they're leaving car meets and things. So if you
I was going to ask, like,
I mean, if you put your foot down without the traction control on, there's a lot of power going to the rear wheels, so the back will step out. And also, if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to go whichever way the front wheels are pointing.
I guess
when
that's
you
any
get
car though.
Yeah, more so in a Mustang, I think, because it turns so many heads, and you get so much attention. I think there's
You want to drive it back.
yeah, you want to show off and show what they can do. So even now, I revved it at the school for all the kids, which wasn't dangerous necessarily. But yeah, no, it's very cool. And then
You say it's quite simple, but it's a beautiful package.
yeah, but they've updated it.
Screen.
In the 7th generation, you get all the touch screens. You get Ford Sync 4 system, which is modern, beautifully appointed. Plus, some of the plastics are hard, but you're not for the asking price. That's what you're going to get.
Very
Yeah.
comfortable seats.
Yeah, and it's just a cool car.
And well priced.
Yeah.
What are the cons?
So they call it a sports car. It is a sports car, but it's not particularly sharp. So it's not the car you really want to throw around a mountain pass. Even though I drove this car around a NASCAR track in the US last year, and the Dark Horse especially has got a better rear suspension setup, so it's firmer and it's a little bit sharper. So it is good fun, but I mean, you'd get left behind in a race against some of its rivals. And then the back seats, they are usable because you can get. We got our kids.
Control on.
Yeah, we got our kids in the back, but to get them in and out is a bit of a chore with the front seats. So it doesn't have like a one-stop kind of fold and slide movement.
That's your corner.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
So that's a negative. That's pretty much the only negative, I think, to be honest with you.
And
Fuel consumption.
I was going to say,
Look, you can get it to, I would think you can get it to 18 easily.
18?
18 litres per 100. It's a big V8. But, I mean, if you're hooning around a little bit, it's easily going to go over 20. But I don't think you're buying a Mustang worried about fuel consumption.
No.
Yeah. Rivals. You can ask me about rivals. It's a tricky one because there isn't really anything like a Mustang. So you can get a Toyota Supra, which has got a BMW. It's based on a BMW. I think it's a different market though, Supra. Turns some heads. It's probably a bit sharper than the Mustang, but it's just not a Mustang. So yeah, you get two-door versions of BMW 3 Series, Audi A5s and things like that, but Mustang is Mustang.
Yeah. Would you buy one?
I would love to have a Mustang in my 4-car garage.
The garage is getting bigger and bigger.
No, what I'm saying, if I had a 3-car garage, the Mustang wouldn't make it. But if I had a 4 or 5-car garage, I would have a Mustang. The thing is, though, Mustangs like this one is the most powerful Mustang they've ever built, but I'm not sure you need it. I think even an entry-level one, and actually the first prize for me would be the previous generation Mustang Bullet, and that was you had a manual gearbox, beautiful. You had a cue-ball tip.
You let a Polo overtake us in a
That's
Mustang.
okay. He's going to tell his mates. Manual gearbox, because I think on a Mustang, all you really need to do is cruise.
And could you cruise in this quite easily, like every day?
Yeah, as long as there's fuel stops along the way, you'll be fine. So absolutely, yeah, I would love a Mustang. I do appreciate what a Mustang brings to the party. Whichever Mustang I get has to have a sports exhaust, because that is just glorious.
That's really loud. Yeah, it also helps because I can hear you coming.
You can't sneak home at night.
No sneaking. Cool, thank you.
Thank you.